Welcome, I'm Bea. My channel is about mixed media, art, journaling and more. So the front cover is dry. I did glue everything in here and it is stuck here with the modeling paste. Nothing gonna happen. The feather is only glued partially, so here I still can move it a little bit. It's a kind of like, I think if I would have glued it all down, it would have lost his fluffiness, which I like. I have painted the spine and the back bit with the same colors I have used on the front. I don't think you need to see that. And what you see here is a protective thing from the hardware store, what you use when you want to protect your floor when you're painting or doing stuff. Nothing fancy. But it's actually beautiful. There's a lot of glittery thing in here. I like it. Anyway, I have grabbed some ephemera. I have this bit of a napkin with feathers, which I think works well with the theme here. I have this piece of wallpaper, which was probably from a Happy Mail, and there is things like feather already here. I think I'm gonna leave them. I'm gonna hide those parts with these squarey things. I don't like that so much. I think I'm gonna glue that, and I also grabbed some ephemera again and the same flowers again as on the front side. And then I have here vintage iron-on patterns. This one is from 1974, and I have teared out the little bird here, so we'll see. Maybe I also could use the bird cage. I think that would be fun too. So I'm not gonna iron them. It's made for iron on fabric, so you can embroider, but I'm gonna use it directly as an iron on. Maybe something like here. I really want to cover up those square bits and pieces. I want the back side, the back cover rather flat. I don't think it's a really good idea to have dimensional objects on the back side, because it needs to lay flat when I'm painting inside the book. And as usual, I like the teared edges. I have the feeling I need something here, and here I'm not happy either, so I have to go and find and see if I find more stuff. Hold on. So I went through my napkins again, and I did find more of these feathers and this piece, which I think I'm gonna use too. I have everything prepared. I'm gonna quick show you how I mean, most of you know how to glue things down. I use again matte medium. And this one, well, I don't know, it's rather heavy. I think I'm gonna grab the gel medium too. And I'm gonna smear some on the back also. I really want it to stay. And yes, I mix and match the liquid and the gel. And it's both the matte versions. All kind of fabric here which I want to turn into tabs, and I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tabs marked. No particular placement, no particular reason, just for fun. So, and they have to be about approximately 4 centimeters, which is about 1.5 inch. So let's see, this is gonna be the base, I know that for sure. Now I'm thinking, and I don't iron the fabric, it's crinkled. I like it that way. I'm gonna leave it just that way. And I also have this cheesecloth, and I'm probably gonna add just some bits and pieces. I'm gonna sew just a long strip and then gonna cut it in pieces. And of course I need the embellishment on both sides. Okay, you probably won't see a lot, but I have a multicolored thread. It's an embroidery thread, not a really heavy one. So I did zoom you in so you actually can see what the strip looks like. Now I'm gonna cut it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it did shrink a little bit and it's all fluffy and fancy. It's not a neat thingy, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna cut those back. And I found also those brads, which I think work well. Not the blue ones, I think, but the other colors. I'm probably gonna use those also to attach the tab a little bit. So I decided to make 8 tabs from this piece, just to make life a little bit easier. And I'm simply gonna cut it. Actually a nice side, that's what I was looking for, so 7 would maybe have been a little bit too big. for the back side, I'm gonna use this. This is a faux leather. I'm gonna use this. So I'm gonna use the gel mat to glue that, because that hopefully helps me to keep it where it should be. I'm thinking about something like that. Now I need my pokey tool. And where did I put my... And to dry it I use the heat gun. So I'm gonna show you a second one, but I think once you have seen that you get the idea how I'll do it. I make sure that I'm somewhat overlapping, just a little bit, like 1/8 of an inch or 1 centimeter. That's all I want. I'm not done yet. I also want to add more pages to the altered book, just for fun. I have all those papers laying around. There were like those giant tags, which I added some sewing and scrap pieces, which I'm gonna add. No partially rhyme or reason. I just start at one point and start adding. And I'm mostly going to use double-sided tape, and then I add also some duct tape. Bringing in a scoring board because I won't be able to flip it up, so it needs a score line. And this is actually, so if I do the score line at half an inch, that should work perfectly. So I'm gonna go along and score all my pieces, and then I will be back. As I said, I use double-sided tape. And I'm also gonna add some of this duct tape on top of the tag, but I think I have go a little bit more down. I want some of those pieces overlapping, peeking out, but just on the top, otherwise it wouldn't be really practical to put the book aside. So I think this one gonna go like this. And I have used those scrapbook papers. That's a rather light one. I have heavier one. I don't use the really light ones. So I have, like, from these tags I have 4, so they have to go, the last one can go here, and maybe one here, and one somewhere here. I have a problem here. Interesting. Didn't expect that. I basically leave one page empty and then add another one. Again, I'm gonna do all my pages and then I will back for a little flip through. And here we are with the flip through. So I did attach this tag here. Okay, I have to move a little bit, which is a pocket also with some fabric. This flips up. As I said, I always left one page empty. Here I had my little boo-boo to fix that. And here you can see all the tabs, just for fun. Some are peeking up, like this one is longer. It's kind of big, it's kind of hard to put it all into the screen. Here we have one of those tags. There were those from Ranger. I had them since a while, and I did add some laces here, and those laces are peeking out too. Here I have some torn pages. It's a watercolor paper leftovers. That's actually a cover from pamphlet, and I just used it to put on leftover paint. Those again are scrapbook papers. Scrapbook papers peeking out. Here I have some watercolor paper with some testing I did. Here is another tag. This time it goes down, but it is also peeking out. So I did add all kind of stuff. Here again it's a tag where I did some zigzagging with the machine and leftovers from the fabric I have used. Again, scrapbook paper and a little bit of watercolor paper. And that's about it. And that's what the back looks like, and the spine. I left pretty much how it was, because for me that looks like feathers. So that's my big beauty. See you next time.